Yeehaw, cowboys! It's your old friend Sheriff Dominic here with the YEEHAW American Casino Guide. And today we're going to be talking about the most rootinest, tootinest game you're going to find in the casino, and that's Texas Hold'em. But before we get too much further, we're going to have to slow our roll and we're going to have to hold our horses, because I'm going to ask you to check out our channel. We got lots of tips, tricks, tutorials, and trivia about casinos and casino games. Make sure to subscribe, cowpoke. You're not going to want to miss the next cattle rustle. Today, with this video, we're going to be doing some commentary about one of our late night poker games we had with the crew here. I'm just going to be playing this video, which is an overhead view of all the action, and it's going to have a number of hands up. So we're going to just be talking about poker strategy and just more or less comment on if I thought that that particular player made the right move at the right time. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and light the fires and kick the tires. All right, we got a second hand out here now. Okay. All right, so the first to act is K-Wad, who's sitting on 3-6 suited. This can be a possible straight draw or a flush draw, so he very intelligently decides to go with the big blind bet. Oh, no, he decides to fold. I wouldn't agree. I think that was not necessarily a great idea. Okay, so Jesus has a King 7 this hand, so he's going to go ahead and push forward. John Deere matches the big blind. All right, the small blind folds. Even though he had 7-3 suited, I don't necessarily agree with these hands. All right, so we're playing just two-headed here. Queen, Ace, King. Okay, so this is looking like a great hand for anyone with a straight draw. Unfortunately, nobody's got that. But so both players are sporting a king, but Jesus has a slight advantage right now with his 7 kicker. That could easily break here any minute now. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got a 4 of diamonds on the turn. No help there for either player. Still, Jesus showing a strong hand here. He's just with his pair of kings, you know. So he's, oh, okay, we got 3-headed here. Okay, so we have a pair of queens on John Doe. I didn't notice that. Okay, so, oh, wow. So we just got a straight draw here. John Doe has won the hand. King, queen, jack, 10, ace. So with John's 10 of hearts, he's pretty much locked this hand up. So let's see how he can do slow playing these other two players. Okay, so Blood Diamond feels pretty solid about it. She bets 60. Okay, and Jesus, he's hesitant to make a move with just that pair of kings because he's got a pretty low kicker at 7. But I mean, I honestly, at this point in time, if I'm not holding a straight myself, I'm folding this hand. There's just too many options out there.
Okay, Jesus folds 60 plus 200.
Okay, so somebody has that.
Oh, he raises it to 260 on the bet. All right, good shot, good play there. 260. So now Blood Diamond has to, difficult decision to make here, as if she has to see if she thinks John is bluffing or not. And the best part is she asks him if he's bluffing. Are you bluffing? No. I mean, yes, I'm bluffing. Put all your money in. She's gonna have a. Quite frankly, like I said, if you see a dangerous straight draw like this in the community pool, and you don't have the straight, honestly, get the hell out. This is not a hand you want to be a part of. This is clearly a hand where anyone with a 10 has won the hand, and if it's not you, get out. All right, so we're having to slow down on play. She's still contemplating if she wants to make that move or not. She's folding. Very wise decision there. No reason chasing good money with bad. John Doe decides Is he going to show his hand? Nope, he decides not to show his hand. Very smart. Don't ever show your cards unless people pay you. Don't ever show your cards unless people are paying you to see them. All right? That's one of the most important rules to playing Texas Hold'em. All right?
Oh, did you write down your hands?
Don't think that you want to show off that you had a great hand. All right? And definitely never show off that you were bluffing. Never, ever, ever show your hand unless you're obligated to do so to win the pot.
Are you rating the hands as well?
Yeah. Whether I'm interested in them or not.
Okay. Okay, yeah, your turn.
All right.
Okay, what folds?
Jesus. He's going to raise the big blind to 40. He's got an ace-queen suited. Very, very good play.
John Doe folds.
John Doe folds. Okay.
Shark calls.
So right now, Jesus has the advantage over Shark. All right, let's see that flop. See if, oh, wow. Oh, my God. 3 aces. Oh, man. So let's see. I'm going to really see here if Jesus can slow play this against the Shark. Because, I mean, it's, honestly, I would just match bet him at this point in time. Don't, yeah, just call him. Brilliant move. Brilliant move. Brilliant move. Yeah, you just need to match bet him. You suck him in. You got to suck him in. Oh my God, he's got the full house, and he's in the perfect position. The Shark has to make all the decisions on his bets, and then Jesus can just slow play him. Oh, wow, this is such a bad position. Oh, and the worst part is he's going in heavy.
Let me see if I have.
Jesus might even have, he's worried he might have to go in for all in, but at this point in time, when you got full house, aces over queens, I don't know what the hell you think's going to happen. The only possible reality here is you're going to have a split pot. That's the only thing I'd be afraid of if I was Jesus right now, is that he has an ace and a queen too. But, oh, God, he just gets devastated because I don't even know what he was even going for here. I think it was, honestly, I don't know what the Shark was thinking. I have no idea what the heart.
Oh, wait, yeah, you have full house.
Oh, Jesus, he's got jack and shit. Well, that's a silly statement. He said half of it was mine. Well, that's true for every hand of poker, pretty much. I mean, I don't know too many times where most of the money in the pot isn't actually yours to begin with. That's the whole point of gambling, you know. Okay, so we got the first to act is Shark, who is going to go in with a double. He's going to double the big blind with a king 4. Blood Diamond intelligently gets out with 2-3 off suit. K-Wad's on the button here. Let's see. He's got a jack 4. He should fold, definitely, especially when somebody raises pre-flop. The Shark is very aggressive in his play style. I don't know what he was doing with that last hand, honestly. To the best of my knowledge, I don't know if he thought he had a hand or if he thought he had some outs. He's gonna match the raise that Jesus put out. Okay. So the advantage right now is technically on John Doe. Oh, okay, but here comes our flop. We got a pair of kings for the Shark. And that's, right now, the Shark is looking pretty good on his pair of kings. Jack 10 kicker. I would be really worried, though, if I was the Shark, worried that someone was sitting with pocket jacks or pocket 10s, because my pair of kings is easily trumped by 3 of a kind. Let's see. So now that we got some table talk, there's some debate over what the next move is. Another thing that's interesting here is we got 2 hearts in the community pool, the king of hearts and the 10 of hearts. So I'd be pretty concerned about possible straight flush draws. Even possible straight draws would scare me. But which brings me up to a great point. Jesus is sitting in a very good position with his queen, because all he needs is either a 9 or an ace to come up into the next 2 cards, and he pulls another straight. 5, no help there for anybody. The shark's still sitting pretty with his pair of kings. We see checks all around, no money being moving out there. Ooh, here comes a 7. So that's going to be no help to Jesus, who was hoping for that 9 or that ace. The shark has won this hand. He's locked it in with his pair of kings. He's going to move in with 40. With a pair of 7s and that kind of stuff coming out in the flop, I would just get out. But he's gonna foolishly make that bet. Apparently, he didn't want to hold on to that money he won last hand. Pair of 7s against a pair of kings. Don't need to be a Las Vegas dealer to know who won that hand.
No. I was waiting for a 9 or an ace.
Yep, there he was. You know, he was at least intelligent enough to know what he was looking for. He knew that he just needed that 9 or that ace. All right, here we go to the next hand. Okay, we got Jesus on the button. Small blinds, big blinds already paid in. The first to act is going to be Blood Diamond, who is sitting with an ace-queen suited. Ace-queen suited, she should definitely be playing this hand. She sat out the last one, but I believe she had 2-3. Bloody hell, right indeed. Let's see, so she's gonna call. Okay, K-Wad, who's sitting with King Jack suited. Jesus, who's on the button, is gonna, I don't know why he's pushing in. He didn't have to do that. He wasn't obligated. This brings up another great point, is that don't play bad hands, all right? If you're already cash committed because you're the small blind or the big blind, then that's one thing. But if you're on the dealer and you got 3-6 offsuit, you are holding a shit hand. Do not push money in after that. There's this overshadowing belief that, you know, you lose 100% of the hands you don't play. All right? And technically, it's true. You lose 100% of the hands you don't play. But you know what? You also don't lose money in 100% of the hands you don't play. Don't push money in. This is your perfect chance. You get to see your odds of winning before you even put any money on the table. Imagine like getting to go to the blackjack table and they're going to deal you your first card. They're going to deal you your first card before you even have to put money on the table. You would never find a casino willing to do that for you. All right? And so if you're playing any game of Texas Hold'em, I don't care if it's a tournament, I don't care if it's a cash game, I don't care if you're playing Omaha, I don't care what you're doing, don't chase bad hands from the get-go. All right? Pre-flop, that was such a mistake. But, you know, this really makes Jesus look like a novice. And so, you know, John Doe is playing like a pro right now with his pocket kings. So let's see how the shark reacts to that raise bet he just put out. All right. So Blood Diamond with her ace queen suited, she's going to match play. All right. K-Wad. Is he going to match or is he going to raise? Oh, okay, he's just going to match. Okay, looks like it's... Now, Jesus, please get out of this hand. Please. Oh, thank God he was smart enough to get out. I just don't know what he was thinking. I do not know what he was thinking or not thinking. Perhaps he'd been drinking. I don't know. So now here comes the flop. 10 of spades, 5 of hearts, 9 of hearts. Okay, so John Doe's got 3 hearts. He's still got that pocket kings. He's got a possible straight draw. Shark has a possible straight draw too. Ace. We got just a possible straight draw over with K-Wad. This is even Blood Diamond's got a possible straight draw. This could get real interesting really quick. So okay, K-Wad for some reason. This brings another point: is do not fold your hand before you're required to. No money had actually been bet yet, and I'm quite frankly confused why. I'm really confused why you would fold your hand before you're actually obligated to do so. Potentially, you could have had all four players around the table that were still in the hand check, all right? And if they check, you get free cards. Always go for free cards unless you have the best hand. Now, how do you know you have the best hand? Well, you have to have a basic understanding of hands in general and odds. But if you think in your educated guess you have the best hand at the table, never give free cards to anybody. So if you get 3 checks around a table and you're the last to act, don't check unless you're slow playing the table or you want to don't check unless you want to slow play the table or you don't have a strong hand yet. Okay? If you think you have a strong hand, bet on it and watch players drop out of the hand. If they drop out of the hand, that means they're out and they're not going to improve their hand anymore. You got their money in the pot. Keep playing. All right? That's all I can say pretty much. I quite frankly, I'm disappointed that K-Wad would fold before he was obligated to. Oh, okay. The dealer was nice enough not to educate him and tell him he doesn't need to fold yet. This just shows your level of inexperience at the game itself when you do stuff like that. Betting out a turn or folding when you're not obligated to do so is just, it really shows the rest of the table your lack of experience. So, I mean, you don't want to do that. So John Doe he's really contemplating here his move. Oh no, sorry, rather Blood Diamond's contemplating her move. Now he folds. All right, because all he had was the potential for a straight draw, and he was rather smart. Okay. Oh, look at all those hearts right now. See, this is the moment in time when I, as a player, would be getting really nervous because I see 3 hearts on the table. If I'm not sitting on 2 hearts myself, I'm probably going to get out of this hand, especially if a player goes deep. Now, John Doe, he's got a pair of kings, and he's got 4 hearts now. So he's going to bet 30 as well. Okay. Looks like Blood Diamond's going to have to go all in if she wants to stay in this hand. Quite frankly, I mean, she obviously doesn't know what the other players have, but just based on the strength of her hand right now, she should realize that she's drawn pretty dead. Because even a jack right now is not going to give her the straight draw. So there's nothing short of an ace that's going to help her. But she decides, screw it, I'm going to go all in. Again, this shows another level of inexperience. There's that jack. Unfortunately, that still is no help for her, as I've established, because now she has 9, 10, jack, queen, ace. Without the king, that's nothing. Our dealer is having some issues making, clearly identifying what the bets were. Reveals a pair of kings over a pair of 9s. Again, don't reveal your hand unless you have to. We've skipped forward a little bit just for brevity sake. You can see some chips have moved around a bit, so that you might be a little bit confused as to why the chip counts have changed so dramatically. We went ahead and just kind of fast forwarded to a hand that could be more discussed. So the first to act is Jesus. He's got a 2-3. Oh, Jesus, why do you keep playing the bad hands? Why do you keep playing the bad hands? John Doe has got 10-7 off suit. He decides to play it. Shark has the much better hand with a 10 ace. He makes a call bet on the big blind. Okay, Blood Diamond's the small blind. She should fold because she's got 3-6. Come on, don't. Oh, don't. Oh, she did. She did. Oh, gosh. Okay, so the money's good around the table. King, queen, ace. All right, so Shark matches up that ace. We also see a nice straight draw going for John and the shark. At this point in time, though, if a jack shows, it's going to be a split pot.
You play the 5 card.
Interesting that K-Wad would fold a pair of queens. I think he just assumed that somebody matched up their king or an ace, and he knew that his queens weren't going to hold up. So shark go ahead and raises. Jesus folds, as he should. John Doe's the only one left in the hand that should think about this because he's got that possible straight draw. He's hoping for a jack, but quite frankly, he's at the disadvantage right now. Oh, there's the jack! There's the jack. Yeehaw! There's the jack. Oh, wow. Okay, so unfortunately, though, they don't even know this. This is going to be a split pot. Okay, so Shark is going to start betting heavy. John Doe is going to start betting heavy. They're just going to be essentially just pulling out all their chips. And unfortunately, at the end, they're just going to end up splitting other people's money. It's a literal straight on the board. It's a shared straight. At this point in time, you just check all around. There's no reason. You should just check. I mean, because there's always there's no threat of a full house at this point in time. There is threat of a flush. I would be a little concerned. That's why I would have checked, because with 3 clubs on the table, there is a chance for a flush, and as we know, a flush beats a straight. Yeah, so it's gonna be a split pot. This brings another great point out, is that in my opinion, you need to start playing these low stakes games with your friends so that you learn the game of poker early on, learn the hands, learn strategy. This is the best way to learn in a secure, low-key environment where you're not playing for large sums of money against professional gamblers. Surround yourself with people that are of an equal level of experience, and you're going to have a much better time playing, and your odds of winning are obviously going to improve dramatically. So I think with this particular group of players, this was a great collection of players at relatively equal skill levels. So that's what I have to say about that. So let's continue to see how this plays out. So it's, as I said, it's a split pot. Split pots are like kissing your sister. It's not exactly what you want. Never fun. It feels so anticlimactic. That's why I say it's like kissing your sister. Yeah, you won. It's not very exciting. All right. So Blood Diamond decides to fold her hand with 2-9.
And now, a 7.
All right. Let's see, Shark, you got 8-5. This is one of my stupid hands I like to play. That's because I was born in '85, but only when there's spades. So 8-5 spades I like to play, but 8-5 diamond, 8-5 where it's not suited, I probably wouldn't play that hand. These are a bunch of really bad hands right now. So at this point in time, I mean, Jesus is the sad numerical advantage with a Jack-4. When the Jack-4 is the best hand at the table, it's a pretty sad state of affairs. Okay, so it doesn't matter what K-Wad had anyway because he decides to fold. I assume it was as bad as everybody else's hands. All right. Looks like the money's good. Everyone, the small blind and big blinds decide to check. All right. We move the money towards the middle before we get the... All right. Oh. Pair of 3s on the table. That means John Doe just somehow, like crack magic, pulls a 3-3. The only thing that he really needs to worry about right now is somebody having pocket queens and getting the full house. Oh my God! He pulls the full house. He's got 3s over queens. And now I would still be worried about somebody else having another queen. So, I mean, he makes the smart move here. Even when he knows he's got a good hand, he's not overstating his hand by pushing in heavy. Because anybody who's just got 1 queen is going to rock him out of his hand. So, So John Doe makes a small push bet to try to test out the rest of the table. Pushes out the shark, who realizes he doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell. A snow cone's chance in Houston. He folds. All right. And the funny thing is that they say, "Oh, you're bluffing," as he folds his hand. Okay, so it looks like the blinds right now are 20-40. If you don't know, he's only got one card. God, you only dealt one card. You can. Okay, Blood Diamond's got Queen 2 suited. Not a great hand. The fact that it's suited is tends to. A lot of players believe suited cards should be played, but when one of those cards is a 2, you have to think about all possibilities for your hand. And I mean, a flush is a great hand. So if you have 2 clubs, it's a step in the right direction. But at the end of the day, it's a 2. The queen's okay, but the queen's still beat by kings and aces. So I mean, you got to really think about your bets here. Okay, so now we got Jack of Diamonds, King of Diamonds, 8 of clubs. So Blood Diamond's sitting on 3 clubs. We got a pair of kings. K-Wad's got a pair of kings. John Doe sitting with a pair of jacks. Sharks sitting with nothing. A possible straight draw, I suppose, but oh, interesting. Blood Diamond folds on a $40 bet. All right. K-Wad feels good with that pair of kings and ace kicker he's got. The AK is nothing until it's something. That's the problem. It's a great hand, and then it just really quickly falls to shit if you don't have the right cards. Let's see, we got the 9 of spades. So, I would be concerned about a straight draw here. Okay, John Doe is going to push in heavy. He's got that pair of 8s, pair of jacks. He's got 2 pair. Pretty strong hand, but I would still be worried about someone else having a king and matching anything on the board. John Doe's had some pretty good luck this evening. I guess that would show why his chip stack is so impressive. Okay, K-Wad feeling that he's still got a pair of kings with an ace kicker. He feels pretty confident. Feeling that if he matches that ace or he gets another king. That's the beauty of this game. You don't know, man. You got to play with your guts and your brain. The last card's a 3 of clubs. Okay, so we're not going to see. So at this point in time, I'm really relieved because I'm not seeing any potential flush draws. I'm not seeing too good of shots at straight draws. But then when John Doe pushes in 60 at this point in time, if I'm sitting on just a pair of kings with an ace kicker, I would assume that the other player's got 2 pair. And if I only have 1 pair, I'm not interested in playing that hand. Play conservatively. Play conservatively if you can at first. Until you are a chip leader, you should play conservatively.
Okay, so John Doe wins 2 pairs.
If you're a chip leader, you can play a little bit more loose and fast with your chips. But when you're not the chip leader at the table, a conservative strategy is a good call here. Let's see. So small blinds are 20, 40, big is 40. We go into the next hand. Okay. The first to act is going to be John Doe. He's got a jack 8. He decides to call. King, queen. Shark puts in 40 as well. Blood Diamond folds. K-Wad folds. Jesus sitting with a jack 10 suited. He was the small blind. He's debating if he's going to, he's going to raise. He's going to raise how much does he raise here? Let's see. By 90. Okay, very nice. A $90 raise. John Doe is debating if he wants, at this point in time, when you're sitting on jack 8 unsuited, you fold. But he's the chip leader, so he can afford to be a little bit more loose with his chips, as I said previously.
Give me some white stuff.
But at the same token, if you got too loose, you're going to quickly not be the chip leader.
What kind of bank do you work in?
All right. Shark folds, which is odd because technically he has. That's amazing because Jesus actually pushed him out with that bet. So we're good with 2 hands. All right, I'm going to be really interested to see how this flop goes because this is either a really smart move on John Doe's behalf or incredibly stupid. So let's see what happens here. 6 of, oh, there's a jack, so we see a pair up there, but it also helps Jesus. See, that's the problem right now, is John and Jesus, in many ways, they're chasing the same cards. Okay, so a 3rd heart helps Jesus even more. He's got a pair of jacks. He's got a jack 10-9, possible straight draw going. Oh, he goes all in. Exciting moments at YEEHAW! All in, baby. Let's see how this is going to get exciting. This is going to be exciting. Okay, I always love a good all-in bet, especially when we see such a, I mean, this is not going to put John Doe all in.
All in $500.
500 for an all-in for 500. Now this is not going to put John Doe all in. He'll be in, but it will be a sizable portion of his chip stack. So he's got a tough decision to make. He does have top pair on the table, but he probably doesn't. But he probably doesn't think he has top kicker because he doesn't have the ace. So he has to really make a strong.
If I will win, I will check. I will cash out. If I will
If he wins, he's going to cash out. All right, that, you know, if he loses, he's going to go home with nothing. Let's see. He makes a call. That was a confirmed call, but now he has to measure out his 500 chips, which at these stakes it takes a little while to count that up. All right, so now we have to fold up our cards. All the money's in the table. There's no other players. Now is the time to reveal that they're both.
let's see some cards. Me too.
Jack 10 versus Jack 8. Of course, the advantage goes to Jesus at this point, but anything can change at the turn. A queen, no help there, except actually that does push for a straight. Oh my God.
You have a straight?
We have 7, 8, 9, no 10 for John Doe.
Bigger than, no.
Wait, it looks like pair of jacks with a 10 kicker is
This,
good enough.
right?
Yeah,
Then you take.
he wins. He wins his all-in bet. Jesus wins with just a pair of jacks and a 10. Nobody got the straight. Oh, Jesus. That is exciting. Okay, so I think this is going to be our last hand of the video. So let's go ahead and see how this plays out. So Jesus had a massive chip stack movement there. He doubled up. Go big or go home. She doesn't understand the expression. She goes home all the time. All right, so we got Blood Diamond deciding to take a move. She's got Jack 9 suited. Now this is a situation where she's got 2 suited cards, and they are loose connectors. Honestly, this is a hand where playing a big blind bet is pretty safe. So she goes in with the big blind. She makes a call. K-Wad folds 2-5 offsuit. Jesus Jack 9 on suit. I believe they called, or it might have been a raise. No. Nope. It's a call. All right. It looks like the money is good for everybody. It looks like Shark doesn't want to push in any more chips on a queen 2. Okay, here comes the flop. We got 3 of hearts, ace of hearts, 5 of hearts. Oh my God, Jesus! Jesus, 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 you did it! You did it! Oh, you did it! You gotta hold in the excitement right now, man. You gotta slow play these fools. This is your chance to triple up. You got 2 takers.
$60.
Blood Diamond not feeling it. No help there. Too much danger of a flush. Good call there. If you don't see the clubs you needed. Of course, Jesus sitting on a massive flush. Decides to bet all his white chips.
Jesus $200. Dollars.
John Doe is in a tough decision here Because Jesus is definitely playing like they have the flush, and they do.
How much?
Okay. Looks like they're going to call. Shark in another precarious position here. Tough decision if they... Oh. Oh, it looks like they went all in. Okay. It's going to be an all... So they're doing a chip count right now for the all-in. 410 on top of the previous bet. This will put Shark all in.
Yeah, for that, and do you... Because
600 something to Shark, which would be all in. Going to fold that. Good call there.
So this is in because it was his, so 420.
Okay, he's going to call. Looks like she shows that flush right there. Pretty much drawn dead at this point for John Doe. The only thing that's going to save him at this point is... the only thing that's going to save him at this point is full house or runner 8.
You still need to show 2 cards.
So let's see here. There's the 10 of hearts. So it's a flush, but it's not good enough. Okay, that looks like 2 pair for John Doe, or no, rather the flush. 8 with the 8 coming from John Doe, and Jesus has still got that Jack high flush. So that's going to be the win for John Doe, or sorry, rather Jesus. So guys, that concludes our commentary on our in-house poker game that we had the other night. A lot of good plays there, some interesting play, some interesting learning experiences for everybody. Some chips were moved around, some big hands were revealed. Ultimately, a lot of fun was had all around. Make sure to check out the channel. We have other videos like the one you just watched. We also have a number of other videos that are tips, tricks, tutorials, and trivia about casinos and casino games. If it's not too much trouble, leave a comment down below. Click that like button. Slam that subscribe button so you don't miss any other commentary videos or other videos we put up on the channel. Guys, my name's Dominic. This is the All American Casino Guide reminding you, play responsibly.